We love you. We all remember Jodi Arias. Okay. She's come back in the news. Perhaps she doesn't like it because she's not number one in the news anymore. We don't know. But we will just talk about what's just happened. Contraband. Yes. Stevie C. Joyner, that guy, I guess his name might be Steven, has received a 6 months suspension from visiting or calling Jodi after smuggling in these 2 alcohol-soaked pads. You heard it. He was smuggling in alcohol in sterile pads. Now, who came up with that idea? Now, he set off the detectors. Oh, yes, because they had tinfoil on them. Okay, what a dummy. A dumb criminal, let's say. Now, smuggling operation. This guy is an IT consultant. A friend was caught with alcohol contraband hidden in his sock during a visitation to the famous Arias. Yes. Of course, she is appealing her life sentence for murdering Travis in 2008 by stabbing him, like 27 times and, cutting his throat and shooting him in the head. This guy is a longtime friend. He's 51 years old. He traveled from San Francisco to see now 38 years old. He went to see her in Arizona State Prison in Perryville, close to Phoenix, in February. He had set off the metal detectors, and then he told the guards that he had alcohol-soaked prep pads in the right sock. What a dummy. These pads are often used as for the medical staff, for sterile areas for the skin, before administering an injection. There was foil wrapping around them, which triggered off the prison scanner. Really? Joyner, he refused to say what the pads were for, but Arias has reportedly tattooed inmates for money. And I guess they might need these sterile pads soaked in alcohol. Really? And now she's giving tattoos to inmates. Okay then. So he got caught smuggling these prep pads soaked in alcohol into the prison. Right, so we got that. Now, how crazy is this? See, she'll get anybody to do anything for her at a cost. Now, he's got a 6 month suspension for this. I don't know how many times he's been visiting her or helping her or giving her money. He probably has been doing all of the above. So she currently is, like I said, appealing her conviction life in prison. Oh my God. You know, who does she think she is? She did it. I mean, there's no question about it that she did it. We have evidence to prove that she was there. Her picture's there. You know, took pictures from the camera. She didn't delete them properly. She put the camera in the washing machine. I think this was a mistake that the camera went into the washing machine because she had thrown them in there with some sheets and some laundry. And she was probably frantic and looking for this camera. But she still left without it. But also, she thought she deleted the photos too. But she didn't. So karma came back to bite her at the butt. But that wasn't the only evidence. I mean, she did go to Arizona. And she snuck through Arizona by not stopping anywhere to get gas, because she used gas cans to do so, which was a planned thing, by coloring her hair a different color, by getting a rental car in Redding, by doing all these things. She was ready to take action if Travis never agreed to whatever she went there for. She knew he was going away to Cancun, and I guess she didn't like it. But they really didn't say whether she was packed to go to Cancun, hoping that he would change his mind, even though I doubt if he could change the ticket. Anyway, and of course, Travis was working out. You know, he was looking good. He had lost weight. He was feeling good about himself, you know, losing weight and getting back into shape. She probably didn't like that neither. You know how jealous of a woman, possessive this person was. And she was kind of off her rocker too. To even think of all the things that she accused him of, and all the things that she said about him, I believe, were the half-truths. They were true too, but it was her that was doing it all. Even the pictures of the little boy, you know, blah, 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 that just floated away and landed on his bed next to him, that he was looking at, it was her. Because she seems like that she's the demented one, in my opinion. Arias has got this guy down as number 12 in the list of 20 people she has the prison's guards to allow to visit and phone calls. So he was number 12, and she had 20 people. That is on her list. Wow, that's a lot of people, right? Can you have more than 20? I guess you can. You only get so many visits per month or per week in that prison. And she's got a list of 20 people. So she has a lot of people that visit her or call her, so she's not really lonely. But you know what? That'll fade in time. We know that she's not getting that many visitors because she lives far away from her home in California to the prison near Phoenix in Arizona is quite far. And it's not like that you can make these visits every week, every 2 weeks. It's a hardship on a lot of people. They can't be driving that far or even catching a plane back and forth. So that's a good thing, isn't it, guys? She don't get that many visitors, but she gets a lot of phone calls by the sounds of it. If people are willing to pay for phone calls, because it gets expensive to reverse phone calls from a prison. This is how they make money. They make a lot of money on their phone calls. And she's earning money tattooing people in this woman's prison. So, she's in the public. If she's tattooing people, she's amongst the inmates. I don't know how many's in her pod or in her cell block. I don't know. But she's been in prison a long time now. So, and, I'd like to get a picture of her to see how well she's aging. Because it's been a long time now, since 2008, when she was 28 years old. And it's 2019 now. And, she turns another year in July. July the 9th is her birthday, a day before mine. So he admits to having this. It never reached Jodi Arias. It never reached her, these sterile pads soaked in alcohol, preps ready for her to tattoo some inmates. Now, where do you get the time to tattoo somebody? I mean, don't the guards check on people to see what they're doing? I mean, you're not supposed to be tattooing people because, number one, you're not supposed to have the materials to do so. But as we know, inmates do get a lot of tattoos. So we know it goes on. So, and we know that, I don't know how they do it, because you need some kind of pen or something, because as we know, they can't have sharp objects and stuff like that. But, it can be done, and it is done. So this means, he didn't say it was for her exactly. But I wonder if she's going to get into trouble for this, because he's already been in trouble for it. He's got a 6 months ban. And that means he can't call her and she can't call him. So I wonder if she got any punishment for this. I expect she did. She's probably got, well, first of all, they have to prove it. But he's the one that got caught, not her. And he's not speaking up. Now, this is crazy, because he wasn't coming to see anybody else. He was coming to see her. So, put 2 and 2 together. Makes a lot of sense. So, and he's already said that she uses it to tattoo inmates, and she gets paid for it. So there you go, guys. Now, doesn't she have a civil suit against her? She can't make money, and she has to pay restitution. Well, she's getting paid for doing tattoos. I don't know what she's getting paid in, kindness or what? Twinkie bars? I don't know how she's getting paid. But she's getting paid somehow. So we'll see on that. So I don't know exactly what punishment she has got, because even though he said he didn't put her name in and say, oh yeah, this is what she said for me to bring, but he stated that she does tattoos and gets paid for it, and he's only visiting her. So So I hope she gets in trouble for this. I hope she gets her phone calls and visitation, a ban on that for 6 months too. Let's hope she does get some kind of punishment for that, some kind of sanction on all her visitors, because she just thinks that she can do anything she wants. So they say that this guy is not shy of the spotlight. He had hit the headlines in 1994 when he founded the first internet-based fan campaign to save a TV show. So where did she get this fan club from? You know, even these people that are supposed to be intelligent are hooked up in her little web of lies. And his campaign group, Operation Life Support, tried to stop the ABC network dropping the TV drama My So-Called Life. How about that, guys? Featuring Claire Danes. How about that, guys? So he's a well-known guy. Despite getting national media coverage, the group, which had over 35,000 followers, was unsuccessful, and the TV show was cancelled in 1995. He also set up a publishing company called Get In Line, featuring books about inline skating and roller hockey. So, you know, maybe he wants a little bit more attention for himself, you know. All in the wrong way, though. But, you know, things that people will do to get a piece of the action. So what do you think about that, guys? Arias is in the news again for all the wrong reasons. She's never going to go away neither. It's like this is another case that keeps giving. The craziness. She went off the radar for a while. We thought that she's gone. But there's only one thing that I'd like to see, and I'd like to see how well she's aging. And she's probably going grey right now. She can't color her hair. So I'd like a little update on how well she's doing with her, you know, when she made her statement to, you know, appeal for her life, that she don't want the DP, she wants to live, and there's great things that she can do while she serves her sentence, like teach people how to speak Spanish, and do a recycling, you know, get that up and running. I wonder if she was successful in all the things that she was going to do, like the t-shirts that she was making to go to the cause of domestic violence and things like that. I wonder how well that took off. Now that takes money. I can't say I heard anything about all these t-shirts that were floating around, which indeed she had stole the idea from somebody, because what she had on that t-shirt was just about disgusting. Domestic violence. She's the one that was the violence, not anybody else, okay? She was the one that committed this crime, and all the things that she did to this poor man. Not saying he was innocent, but he wasn't doing the domestic violence. He was just doing stuff he shouldn't because of his religion. So he's like a hypocrite, you know. And he had been caught before anyway. And he'd been caught with her because she's the one telling on him. She wanted control over him, and she was going to tell on him again. So there you are, guys. There's a little update on the Arias on her visitor bringing in alcohol-soaked sterile pads for her to do tattoos on inmates at Perryville near Phoenix, Arizona. So what do you think on this, guys? What's your thoughts? Is she ever going to go away? Nah, she's never going to go away. She's probably heard about the, C. Watts case and the NK and, the Fry case. And she's not on top anymore because there's always, like I said, somebody worse to come along and do a worse crime. And that's how it's going to be. You deal with one case, that's over, sentence, gone, on to the next. That's just how it is. So she's appealing her sentence. Well, let her run out of appeals, because she can't have too many appeals. She's suing, the prosecutor Juan, and she's got the other one disbarred. Well, he took that, but she was the reason why that he made that decision not to be a lawyer again. And he regrets making that decision at that time. He didn't really think about it, but he did say that, yeah, he's made those books, but he still regrets making that decision. So she's ruined a lot of people's lives. And, but when you're a lawyer, you should know the outcome of things that you do, the actions that you do will bite you. And you know what kind of person you're dealing with. She's a big fat liar. So I don't know why these lawyers thought they could get away with doing what they did, because they kind of been under the radar and jeopardizing their career. So anyway, guys, let's have your thoughts and your discussion about this. And thank you for stopping by.